Hello, children. Nowadays, we are listening to the inspiring stories of Swami Vivekananda. Today, we are going to listen third story. The name of the story is Training of the Disciples. The story is written by Swami Vimrutanand. So, let us listen to the story and know the moral of the story.
Bhagwan Sri Ramakrishna is known for guiding his disciples according to their nature. It was period when people began to know about Sri Ramakrishna, who was living in Dakshineshwar. Many considered him as a realized soul and worshipped him as an incarnation of God. One day, young Yogin, a disciple of Sri Ramakrishna, was going to Dakshineshwar. Crossing the Ganges by the boat, a fellow traveler made a following comment.
Strange is this Kali Yuga? Hmm. Many youths calling themselves as the disciples of Sri Ramakrishna are dancing around him and praising him as an incarnation of God. Uh, what is special about him? He eats just like us, dresses himself well, and even wears sandals. He talks humorously. How can such a man be an incarnation religiously?
Young Yogin heard them, but being unable to check, he remained silent, thinking that their comments would not affect his master. Reaching Dakshineshwar, Yogin narrated the incident to his master.
Gurudeva, they are ignorant and so they spoke ill of you. Why should we bother about them?
What? People spoke ill of me, your Guru, and you silently accepted their words. Shame on you. Why did not you counter them? You should have stopped them boldly. It is a sin to listen to the criticisms of one's Guru.
Thus, Sri Ramakrishna insulted courage into the mind of naturally timid Yogin.
A few days later, a similar incident happened. Some people on the boat were talking ill of Sri Ramakrishna. Nirajan, another disciple of Master, was present at that time.
It is possible that Sri Ramakrishna has come down to this earth to redeem even sinners like those drama act. A real joke?
The well-built Nirajan felled up and warned them not to speak that way.
Listen, don't dare to utter one word more against my master, else I will drown the boat. None of you will survive.
They did not listen to him, so he started shaking the boat vehemently. All were afraid of their lives.
Dear boy, please stop this. We will never talk ill of your master again. Please spare our lives.
On his arrival at Dakshineshwar, Nirajan briefed the incident to his master.
Gurudeva, I taught a grave lesson to these fools. In their life, they will never speak ill of you anymore.
Just then, those who were in the presence of the master remembered his advice to young Yogin. But now,
Niranjan, why did you behave so rudely? What is it to me if they speak ill of me? You are a monk. You must love all the bestow fearlessness to all. You should never hurt or insult anyone. That alone makes the way to spiritual progress.
Sri Ramakrishna, in this manner, taught his disciples according to their nature, boldness to timid and softness to aggressive.
Once, Nag Mahashay, a householder devoted to Sri Ramakrishna, was coming by boat to Belur Mutt. Earlier, Swami Vivekanand had said about him, he is very humble. There is no hypocrisy in him. On seeing the mud from a distance,
Jai Shri Gurudev. Victory to Sri Ramakrishna.
he also prostrated towards the mud. From the boat itself, gossip-minded fellow travelers laughed at him.
Ah, what is this? He prostrates the mud even from here. What is there in the mud?
Are they monks?
They are sanitary workers in the hospitals. They only nurse and feed the old and sick. Do they meditate on?
Hearing the comments, Nag Mahasaya humbly told them not to satirize the monks.
Monks are only to do puja and meditate, but they work in the hospital. How can they be monks?
Nag Mahasaya explained them how service to human beings is worship of God. Finding them to be adamant in their views, he bursted out angrily.
You people are always engaged in all worldly activities, and how do you know the merits of these monks? They have renounced everything for the sake of God. How glorious is that?
Seeing his sincerity, they sat dumbfounded. They could not but accept his words. Later, they treated him with respect.
Later, at the mutt, Swamiji came to know of that incident. He told Nag Mahasaya,
You did it right, dear Naga Mahasaya. You are humble, but when occasion demanded, you flared up and silenced those people. We have to roar like a lion to drive off the evils.
Stronger than a thunderbolt, yet softer than a blooming flower. Vajradapि kathorani, kusumadapi mrudani. Uttar Ramacharitam by Bhavabhuti.